last week, hold on, I have to adjust the audio because, of course,
Now it's all jacked up.
yeah, for some reason. Okay. So last week, or the last time we recorded, you know how you had the officer's name down below?
Yeah.
Only you and I can see that stuff.
Oh.
So I didn't know that, and at the time until I was editing the video portion, because you actually say, "Hey, yeah, it's right down there."
Yeah.
It's not. They don't show that on the video part. Whatever. I don't know why.
Why would they?
Hey, episode 40 pre-show. It only took 25 minutes to get it going. I hate myself. No wonder I'm gray. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Because people are just listening. So we passed our 1-year anniversary for the show, which I think was April 12th-ish. And actually, my friend Dan at work said, "Hey, haven't you guys been on for a year now?" So he was more cognizant of it than I am. And I forgot to discontinue my payment options for Squadcast. So it just automatically renewed me. But I have like hours of recording time left. Mm-hmm. So I think we'll use it up. We should get caught up on, because we were doing some where we were using, other recording stuff.
Yeah,
like Skype and whatever.
And
once we get caught up, I'm going to cancel my payment plan. So then we'll be forced to use Skype. The 33 people that subscribe for the YouTube videos, I can't let them.
Each of us are one of them.
Yeah, as long as you can keep recording on your end, which you used to do, and you used to send it to me, we don't really do that anymore.
No, you said you didn't really need my audio because everything else.
Yeah, I like the audio quality of Squadcasts compared to just Skype's audio quality, but whatever, tit for tat, who cares? We have over 6,900 downloads so far.
Cool.
So hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be over 10,000, maybe by next year. So that's a big thing.
I know nothing of this world.
Yeah, I know. It's all on my shoulders.
I just talk. Or if you tell me to do something, I can do it.
No, I know you can. So I got an email from Sticker Mule.
Cool.
I used them for
stickers.
One of my stickers. I don't know if it was the Midnight Handyman or Marrazzo Woodworking. No, I think it was the Midnight Handyman. And first of all, they have a hot sauce that they sell if you buy stickers from them.
Really?
It's so good. Yeah. It's one of the best hot sauces I've ever had.
Jeez.
So they sent me another promotional email for, get a T-shirt for $9.
So you got a T-shirt?
So while I was out in Idaho, I'm like, looking on my phone. Oh, I'll upload this image. So I uploaded the round version of the Handcuffs and Sawdust podcast font that I or image that I have, and I wanted to get one right here. I wanted it here on the left chest. Mm-hmm. So I start doing all the designing shit, and then I send it off, and it kicks me out, and it won't accept it in that location. So then I go back in, and I do one right in the middle of the chest, right here, big old honking,
big old bullseye.
And I just wanted it because it's got the black background. It's a black T-shirt. I just wanted it to blend like that, right? Where you just see the sawdust and the words. So they sent me an email with the center thing. It says, here's a proof. They send it quickly so you can okay the proof. And I sent back an email and said, listen, I don't want it there. I actually tried to get it as a small left chest logo. And then they sent back a proof the next day. It's in the right place now, but they put a white... because in the email it said your image and the T-shirt blended together. Now that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But they said, so we fixed it. Well, they did is they put a thin white border around, so it's a thin white circle with the.
That's not bad.
But for $9,
I
thought I'd give the shirt a try.
Yeah. Why not?
If it comes out good, I'll let you know and you get one or not. So what's up? It's only been a month. Let's not get all into it, but we got to get into it. What'd you do today?
I finished up the cat litter box credenza. So that thing is completely done. It's just taking up space in my shop now.
Okay. That's nice.
Well, I mean, I'd rather it be out of here, but I'm kind of hoping that she needs me to deliver it.
Yeah.
Because then the plan is when she gets charged the delivery fee, which should cover the cost of renting a truck. And then on the way back from delivering it, I'm going to stop at Home Depot and get all the MDF that I need for the countertops.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk
So I
about
can
that in
kill
the show.
2 birds with 1 stone, but
Yeah.
no, I got that done. And
You're a
then
bird killer.
Yeah, I am. Not in a long time, though, with a shotgun at least.
How's baseball been going for the kids?
It's been good. My son's team is, they're very up and down. They
Like-
always start out slow, and then they just kind of keep at it, and by the end of the game, they're right in it.
Oh, good.
So I forget the record, but they're up near the top of their division.
You're not tired of it yet.
I mean, I'm tired.
I'm
of
not tired of it.
the other people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of the other people in the world, so I'm gonna have
You
to
have
learn
to live with them.
coexist with them.
Right.
So yeah, and then dealing with the shenanigans that have been happening at work the last, I don't know, month.
Yeah, that's kept you pretty busy, like emotionally.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for news stories to drop.
You sent me one. It took a
I
while.
did. I did.
I'm sure there's going to be more. I did
Oh,
like
yeah.
your chief's response. I mean, he's got to respond, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I
have
blurry
my
to
own-
you?
Maybe a smidgen.
All right, before we switch over to the next version, I'll fix.
No, don't touch it, because then it's going to go down again, and we're going to spend another 20 minutes trying to get that figured out.
All right, if I'm out of focus on YouTube, I'm sorry.
Yeah, deal with it. Just put on
All right.
glasses, people. You're fine. No, it's
So you're
been-
not still thinking about moving, are you?
I'm not gonna lie. There's been a few times I've looked up houses in Arkansas, Tennessee, and South Carolina.
All
And
nice places.
I've seriously considered selling the house, taking the profits, and just moving out there.
Have you looked at PDs out there?
No, not yet. That would be the next step. Like, there's gonna have to be a pretty big shoe that drops for me to take it super serious. This is just more of like I could do.
Curiosity.
Yeah, it's one of those like I could do it.
Well, you're young enough.
I'm not that young, man. I'm 35.
Yeah, you still got like 25 years to go. Ish.
Yeah, that's a long time, and I'm going to be very old when I retire because of the current retirement system.
Yeah.
So
I kind of don't want to retire.
Dude, it's all frustrating. There's some days there's been a couple of days this last week where it's like I wonder what will happen today.
Yeah.
And it's not even talking about calls for service or anything like that. Like, I wonder what kind of stupid thing will happen today at work.
In the department itself.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess we made national news. We had a kidnapping in the city, and then 20 hours later, we found the kid. That was cool.
Yeah, Kimmy actually sent me a story about it. And then, of course, she just reads headlines.
Yeah.
So she's like, I said, what's the rest of the story? She's like, I don't know. Ask
I don't
Brandon. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was at a Little League game when that all started happening.
That's going to be fun. Not fun to talk about, but I am interested to hear a little bit more about that person and how all that broke out, if you even have more news on it. So I'm looking forward to hearing about that.
Well, I have to tread lightly because there's what has been officially released, and then I have friends who were in on interviews.
Sure, and I know you can't give
And
that stuff away, but
so I gotta
just with
try
what
to
was
balance
released.
it. Yeah.
And we're not
But it's-
mentioning your department anyways, so
No,
people might think it's Portland, Oregon.
it could be.
It
Even
could
though
be.
I don't live in Portland.
Well, they don't know that.
That's well. I think we all know that I hate Portland, and Oregon as a state in and of itself.
Yeah, when I was riding
I'm
along
also
with
not a
Uncle
big fan
Harold.
of my state.
Yeah. Uncle Harold was calling. He saw a couple Portland, or not Portland, Oregon license plates. And he was saying the socialist utopia of Oregon.
That's true. I mean, you can do whatever drugs you want over there.
It's such a beautiful
it's the Portugal.
part of the country, and it's unfortunate that they're shitbags.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like the entire West Coast. The entire West Coast is an absolutely beautiful place.
Definitely.
However, you have a bunch of dum-dums that do dum-dum things and make it unreasonable for people to live here.
There was once a time when I was looking at, this is so bad now, thank God it didn't go, looking at getting hired in Seattle. Can you imagine?
Oh, God.
I know,
You hate
or King
yourself.
County. Oh, my God. I would have, yeah, that wouldn't be good for me.
Yeah, that's my...
I'd be working at Starbucks like Jimmy McGill or
Well, I had a buddy
Saul
that
Goodman.
was in my academy class that lateraled up to Marysville, Washington. I don't know where that is in relation to Seattle. But he finally, he's been there for about 2 years, and he's like, dude, I've had enough. Because I'm done.
Done with
So
law
he-
enforcement.
Done with being a cop. So now he's a realtor.
Yeah, and you guys have a little tete-a-tete, if we will.
I don't know what that means, but we're
That's a give and
partnering up.
take.
Okay, well, why did you just
Yeah.
fucking say give and take?
You're partnering up for
we're
your
partnering
woodworking.
up once again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
In different
formerly
capacity.
partners on the street, and now we're partners in a different kind of venture. So now
Yeah.
I'm going to be supplying him with
Cocaine.
American flag
Oh,
clothing.
American flags. Okay.
American flag cocaine. The cocaine is in the wood glue.
Okay, that's how you get it in across the board.
Yeah, that's how you keep everything from sliding around.
Then you melt the glue.
Then you melt the glue, and
Right.
then you take the cocaine, and everybody's
Right.
happy.
Wow, it just got really quiet in my shop. Something shut off. I don't know what the hell it was. I hope
That's
it doesn't
the
go back
DEA.
on. That they're listening.
Big Brother is watching.
I think it was my fridge. I didn't realize it was
It
so
might be.
loud.
Who knows?
Did you hear it?
No.
Okay, good.
I
Let's
was
see.
also
I
just
was on.
listening to myself talk.
It was good. I miss you talking to me, and usually we communicate during the week. Maybe 2 times we'll text each other, and we, of course, on Instagram we're shooting little stories back and forth. But for the past month, it's been weird. I was on vacation at first, and then I was, not be able to sleep, so I wasn't up very late. So we skipped a recording. Then some stuff happened at your department. We skipped a recording. Then I got fucking COVID, and we skipped a recording. And then I had to leave on vacation, so we skipped a recording. I'm like, holy shit. And then in that time, I think maybe we texted each other a total of like 6 times. And a couple of times I sent you shit and never got a response. And I'm like, maybe he hates me, or maybe he's busy. Hopefully the latter.
Busy.
Yeah. So, I miss, even though this is a huge production for us, I mean, it's a chunk of time. And then I've grown to like it quite a bit, getting our time together.
Yeah.
And I was getting texts and emails from people going, dude, when's the next
hell?
episode of the podcast? What's going on? Life as cops, I guess that's what it is.
Well, I mean, it happens. I mean, like you're saying, it's a huge chunk of time. I mean, just the recordings alone, we start at, locally for me, 7:30. So it's getting kids off to their bed. And then by the time we're done here, I mean, oftentimes it's after 10:30, 11 o'clock. Sometimes we'll go till midnight my time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I mean, to an extent, we kind of rob our families because that's time that I could be hanging out with the wife and getting.
No one's
caught
up with
on-
me right now.
Yeah, and everyone else for you is asleep. So, for at least on my end,
Right,
we kinda it was worse on midnights because you already have very limited time. You almost lose an entire day just because of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So it was, I mean, personally, it was nice for a month to be able to have kind of uninterrupted time with the family.
No doubt.
But
a mental break.
Yeah. And I think to a certain extent, we were both kind of experiencing burnout. Just with, I was getting burned out, not just with this, but with also work.
Yeah.
Which hasn't gotten any better.
So now you got to learn how to cope, because it's going to be a
Yeah.
while, I think, till things turn around there.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, once the final news story breaks, then it's just like, all right, cool, let's deal with the aftermath for a little bit. And then, I don't know, move on. But on the one hand, like, that's fine. Other people can screw up, because the more they screw up, the more I look like a rock star.
Yeah, it's true. I walked in at work the other day on my way to my vacation. So when I go on vacation and have to fly, I park my car at the police department, and then I get a ride from one of the guys in the squad. And so I walk in to find out who's going to be the poor chump that has to drive us to the airport, because, granted, I've been doing this a long time at my police department. Love picking up my friends. But at some point, if you got nothing going on, you kind of want to hang low. You don't want to
you don't want to you don't want to move too much and
tempt fate, because you're going to jump in the car to go pick up someone from the airport, and then some asshole's going to rob a bank or something, and you're going to be stuck.
Which I have a very good story about upsetting the beat gods.
Okay. So I walked in, and so recently, since we spoke, whatever the correct grammar is, we have now hired, 5 people. All right, so I had a rookie in training, right? He got cut, and he's now on the other midnight shift. Quickly followed it up. Someone else is in the academy, or was in the academy at that time while we were training that guy. He just got out, so he's starting his FTO on day shift. We hired a huge 6'8" or 6'9" Irish kid, O'Grady. He's in the academy. And then I walk into the squad room a week ago tomorrow. I left work in the morning, and I flew home, packed, grabbed Kim, drove back to the PD. And I walk in the squad room, and there's two Hispanic kids just sitting at the table. And the interview room had somebody in it, so I thought, maybe these guys are with the people being interviewed by the detectives. And then one of the guys goes, "Aren't you going to say hi to the 2 new guys?" I'm like, I thought you guys were with the people on the other. They were like, they got to be young, in their early 20s, man. They didn't even look like they were going to be cops. So introduced myself, welcomed them to the department. I think they start the academy tomorrow, most likely. So by October, the guy in the academy and these 2 will belong on their own, and then sent to different shifts. And there's 2 openings on day shift, 1 in each shift. So now I'm doing the math, right? Let's see. There's only 2 people ahead of me that can take those 2 spots. My buddy Danny, he says he's going to go eventually. He's got 17 years on. And his kids are getting older, so he wants to go to days. But he'll miss out on a lot of overtime and boss pay, because he'll be the low man on the day shift. And then the other guy's got 5 years on. But he's ahead of me seniority-wise, because the first year I was there, I was as a contractor, not in the union anymore. So I think he's going. So it's still, even with 5 more guys, still on nights.
The best you can do is mids.
is mids. Unless we get 1 more guy hired, which means someone would have to retire. Like the chief retires, deputy chief slides over, sergeant gets promoted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a patrolman gets promoted to sergeant, and then we hire a new guy. And when he's done with FTO, who the fuck knows? But anyways, I'll talk about it more in the regular show, but I've been putting out applications. I've got a list of places I applied and some of the jobs I was looking at. And then I did a virtual interview, which I'll talk about, and I got a follow-up interview coming up Thursday. So that's exciting and scary, and we'll see. I'll talk about that in detail.
Yeah.
So those are the things we're going to cover.
Came on, I in my new team just bid for my new beat.
Yeah, and you said it'll switch your days around.
Yeah, so I'll have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. I will have the county hospital in my beat.
Ugh. You pick that?
Well, it was that or the other shithole beat. It's
okay.
Seriously, you're picking between like a giant.
The lesser of the two
turd
evils.
sandwich. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm interested to hear about the beat and when that goes into effect. Because you know what you do affects me, Brandon.
I know.
So.
And I try to consider that.
I'm sure you do.
I try to. I often disregard it, but I at least try
as
to
you
think about it
should.
for a second.
Yeah, 1 second. I think we've touched on everything that we're going to talk about and some of the stuff that might get repeated. So I don't know if you're up to it, but if you want to switch over, we'll end this grand conversation and head over to the full show.
And a little peek behind the curtain. By switch over, he means he's going to go and cut, and then we're going to start the show.
And then start again.
And then he's going to count down from like 5.
Right. I am going to refocus the camera, though.
Oh, God. This is going to take a while.
It's going to take 2 minutes.
That's what you said 1 minute the last time, and it took
If I
20.
don't bump anything, we'll be fine.
Okay, well, don't bump
This
anything.
shit's very fragile.
God, I want to just hold my breath.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you on the other side.
All right, let's focus on. Hold on. It was going to be Grogu. That's going to be a different Grogu. Here we go. All right. Nope, he's not going to work. All right, what else? Hold on. What else can I focus on? What about this over here? I'll put this right here. And then that right there. And then I'll put this guy right here. And then this will work. And we're going to go around and we're going to start fucking with it. Whoa, now we're too close. We're too close. We're right up in there. That's an eye. I don't know why we're so zoomed in. Now we're backing it out. Zooming it in. Backing it out a little bit more. And now, oh, now we're getting the shakes. The Parkinson's is setting in.
I forgot which way the tightening button was.
And now he's saying something in the background I can't hear.
Tighten right.
And
Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
Yeah, literally, folks, the focus has not changed.
Whoa!
And now he's realizing it. Yeah, it's awfully zoomed in. There we go. Back her out. Just a tad. Just a bit. All right, sit down. Are we satisfied?
It was an extreme close-up like Mike Myers.
Yeah, I
Wayne's
know.
World.
That's okay.
Scary.
I narrated the whole thing for you.
I can't wait to hear it. All right, let's poke this chicken in the ass and get it going.
That's it.
I don't know what that means.
That's not a saying. That's not a thing.
It is now. Have you seen Horrible Bosses?
Sure. Yes. Both
At the very end, he's like, I'd like to bend her over a barrel and show her all 40 states. And he's like, I don't think that's a saying. And he looks at the camera and he goes, it is now. All right, here we go. In 5.